Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV in conjunction with Colfax High School presents Viking pregame. A look at today's Colfax Vikings boys game. And now, Viking pregame.
Welcome to the NLWN TV studios. Rick Olson here, and we're getting ready to bring you a full night of basketball action with a boys then girls doubleheader. This time, the Viking boys take on the Spring Valley Cardinals, followed by the Viking girls taking on the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. We'll start things off with the boys game, and if you think you're having deja vu, you're not very far off, as these two teams met just 2 nights ago over in Spring Valley, with the Cardinals coming out on top 60-38. Now, coming up in this edition of Viking pregame, we'll take a look at tonight's matchup between the Spring Valley Cardinals and the Colfax Vikings. Then we'll get Coach Noel's perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Following that, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game. So it's time to get ready for some exciting high school boys basketball. All that coming up right after this brief timeout. You're tuned to Viking pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN TV, and Viking TV.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Welcome back to Viking pregame, where we're getting ready to bring you all the action of tonight's boys basketball game between the Spring Valley Cardinals and the Colfax Vikings. The Vikings currently have a record of 8 wins and 12 losses and are 4-7 in the Dun-St. Croix Conference, and are looking to avenge their 60-38 loss to these same Cardinals just 2 nights ago. In that loss to the Cardinals, the Vikings were led in scoring by 6'2" senior Nathan Hajdukovic, who hit on 4 field goals, 2 free throws, and a 3-pointer for 13 points. He was followed by Bryce Sikora, who picked up 9 points, and Tristan Lenz, who added another 6. Thus far on the season, the Vikings are led in scoring by sophomore Elijah Ensminger, who's averaging over 11 points per game. Following Ensminger is Jack Charlo, who's averaging 8.5 points per game, along with Hajdukovic and Sikora, who are adding right around 8 points per game. Now, Spring Valley is coming into tonight's game with a record of 16-3 overall and 10-1, and are sitting in first place in the Dun-St. Croix Conference. In Tuesday's game against the Vikings, the Cardinals were led by 6'3" senior Tyler Bowman, along with 6' senior Brady Bednarik, who each picked up 14 points. Following them was Connor Ducklow, who added another 10. Now, thus far on the season, the Cardinals are led by Ducklow, who's averaging 19 points per game. He's followed by Bowman, who's putting up 14.5 points per game, along with Cade Stashik and Charlie Meyer, who are adding around 8 and 7 points per game, respectively. The Vikings they'd like to find a way to repeat the effort that they showed in the first half on Tuesday, where they had the Cardinals tied at halftime at 24, then maintain that effort throughout the entire game. Meanwhile, the Cardinals are looking to solidify their hold on first place in the Dun-St. Croix Conference. Currently, the Vikings are averaging 51 points per game while giving up an average of 59. The Cardinals are scoring an average of 60 points per game while giving up 46. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get the coach's perspective as we chat with Viking head coach Mark Noel on Coach's Corner. You're tuned to Viking pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN TV, and Viking TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV by calling 715-563-1749.
Time now to see what the coaches have to say. It's Coach's Corner, what they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. And now, Coach's Corner.
Once again, we're talking with Viking boys head coach Mark Noel on Coach's Corner. And Coach, on Tuesday, the Vikings battled hard, but took one on the chin when they were defeated by the Spring Valley Cardinals 60-38. What can you tell us about that game?
Oh man, the main thing is in the first half, it was tied 24-24. Even though when I'm looking at the book this morning, it says that we had 26 points. So I'm not sure how that happened, but if we missed 2 points along the way somewhere or what. But in the first half, we competed really well. We executed what we wanted to do on offense really well. It was a really physical game. And I thought our boys stepped up. We rebounded well. And one of the main things is we got Connor Ducklow into foul trouble in the first half. And that was a big thing for us because you take that size out of the game for Spring Valley, their backup isn't the same size. So
Right.
I felt like we were in a good spot in the first half. The second half, we just did not match that intensity level that they came out with.
Now, one of the comments that Dan made during the post-game show following that game, and I'm kind of paraphrasing here, was how the Vikings react when a call or non-call goes against them. It seems they get frustrated, kind of go into a shell a little bit, and he compared that with Spring Valley, who seemed to not let those incidents bother them. Those situations happen. Officials aren't perfect. They occasionally make mistakes. What can the Viking players do to put those moments behind them and keep playing hard?
Well, that's the thing. We talk about that almost on a daily, talking about, we can only control ourselves. We can't control anyone else. And so that's something as a coach, I try really hard to stay positive and to move on, even though I have to fight for my players. And I tell them I'm the only one that gets to question any call, because that's my job as a head coach. Their job is to play hard and play hard for each other and fight for each other. But, we do have a few players that can be emotional at times when things don't go their way. And that's part of the growth that they're going through as a young person. And, I'm really proud of the effort they put forth last night, from the beginning to the end of the game. It's just unfortunate that in the first probably 5 minutes of that second half, they just came out with a lot more fire and a lot, they got away with, I think, a lot more physicality than what we were able to play with. And that went to their advantage, and they got a lot of easy buckets early in the second half.
Well, today, here we go again, as the Vikings will once again take on those same Spring Valley Cardinals, who have now moved to all alone in first place in the Dunn St. Croix Conference. What do the Vikings need to do differently tonight to deal with the Cardinals?
Well, I think two of the main ones, and we talk about this all the time, but number one, we cannot have turnovers that lead to layups. So if we turn the ball over, we cannot give up a layup. And that's unfortunately kind of what we did in that second half last night. And Spring Valley is really good at making you pay when you have turnovers. So they transition well. So our transition defense has to be on point. We have to take care of the ball. Those are the two main ones. And then I think just overall rebounding and then playing through physicality. We have to play through the bumps and the grinds and all that stuff. And don't let it affect you. Don't let it affect you. That's the big one.
Now, on Tuesday night, the Vikings dealt with the Cardinals, Ducklow and Bowman, pretty well.
only to see Brady Bednarik and Charlie Myers step up and score above their season averages. Understanding that good players are going to score points, what can the Vikings do to keep that under control?
Well, I think just you're gonna have some other kids step up, and that's what good teams do, right? They have other players that step up when someone else gets into foul trouble or whatnot. But at the same time, I think that we just have to limit those opportunities that happen to some of these other kids. So if we get a stop, from Ducklow and Bowman, we can't allow Meyer and Stashik, Bednarik, those kind of kids that get a loose ball, rebound, put back. Nothing easy. They make a shot, it has to be contested. It has to be a tough shot.
Well, Coach Noel, good luck on tonight's game. Hopefully the Vikings can find a way to maybe get a little payback for Tuesday night.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we've proven it to ourselves that we can play with them. Now we got to do it for the entire game.
Okay. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you very much. Go Vikings.
You've been listening to Coach's Corner, where they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. The Vikings are looking to get a little revenge for that loss last Tuesday, while at the same time the Cardinals are looking to stay all alone in first place in the Dunn St. Croix Conference. So the stage is set for Game 1 of our boys then girls doubleheader with some exciting high school boys basketball. And we'll have all the action for you right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. Now in just a moment we'll send it over to Colfax High School, where Dan Petchow and I are getting ready to bring you all the action of tonight's Dunn St. Croix Conference boys game between the Colfax Vikings and the Spring Valley Cardinals. All that coming up next. You've been tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN TV, and Viking TV.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
You've been tuned to Viking Pregame with a look at today's Colfax Vikings boys game. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Light Colfax Viking basketball. It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Sladen's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Sladen's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Sladen's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Sladen's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Sladen's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Colfax Viking basketball is on the air.
Lenz with the rebound puts it up and in. Christian Lenz gets the putback shot.
The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV proudly presents tonight's Colfax Viking boys varsity basketball game.
And it's no good. Rebound taken down and put up and in. Ryan Albright with the rebound.
Join us as we head out to the gym for tonight's Viking basketball.
Inside, gives it off to Hoffman. Hoffman feeds underneath, the shot goes up and in by Nathan Hajdukovic.
Yeah, good cut there by Nate.
Good evening and welcome to Colfax High School. We'll get a picture eventually. Jeff is scrambling to try to get a couple things hooked up here. And
yeah, we're not playing outside in the dark.
No, we're not outside in the dark. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. Jeff Gust is on the camera, and he really does exist. It really is happening over there. And we're going to get some things ready to go over there in just a second. But Dan, I'll tell you what, while we're waiting for Jeff to get our signal to us and everything, why don't you tell us who's playing in tonight's game?
Here's the starters for Spring Valley. They're going to go with 6'4" senior, number 2, Connor Ducklow. 6' senior, number 5, Koy Stasic. 6'3" senior, number 12, Tyler Bowman. 5'11" senior, number 13, Charlie Mayer. 6' senior, number 24, Brady Bednarik. For the Vikings, they're going to go with 6'2" senior, number 2, Nate Hajdukovic. 5'10" senior, number 4, Bryce Sikora. 5'8" sophomore, number 10, Elijah Ensminger. 6'5" senior, number 22, Tristan Lenz. And 6'1" senior, number 24, Ryan Albright. So these will be our starters. Rick and Jeff are figuring a couple things out yet. But we'll be rolling here pretty quick. We got the national anthem coming up and starting lineups. We just got a couple seconds left till they'll blow the clock.
And now the starting lineup for your Colfax Vikings. Back are 6'2" senior, 2, Nick Hajdukovic. Back are 5'10" sophomore, Bryce Sikora. Fans, don't forget to purchase your 50 rapid tickets. Our winner will be chosen at halftime of the girls' game.
And welcome back. We got tip-off in just a second. Connor Ducklow and Tristan Lenz will jump. So it's Ducklow, Stasic, Bowman, Mayer, and Bednarik for Spring Valley. And Hajdukovic, Sikora, Ensminger, Lenz, and Albright for Colfax. And right away, Spring Valley comes down with the ball. Skip pass around to Stasic on the right side. Gets double teamed, but gets out of it. Skip pass over to Bowman on the left side. Top of the key to Bednarik. Back to Bowman on the left. Down low to Mayer. He gets double teamed, but he gets it out. And they get back to the top to Stasic. And we got a foul on Sikora. Reach in. First foul. First team foul. Bednarik to throw it in. Gets it over to Stasic for 3. No good. And Colfax comes away with the ball. Sikora down the court. Gets bumped, but no foul. Picked up by Spring Valley. If you're trying to watch on YouTube right now, we'll have that up in a little bit. They're almost got it. Down low to Ducklow. Top of the key, all the way to the right side to Stasic. He gets double teamed inside to Bowman, who gets double teamed, and he loses the ball. Colfax ball. Colfax comes away with the ball. Into Sikora. Skip pass down the Lenz all alone. Gets it up. No good. But picked up by Albright, and he scores. 2-0 Colfax. Ball comes down the court to Mayer on the right side. Top of the key to Bednarik. He takes a look. Guarded by Sikora. Skips it inside to Mayer. Oh, to Bednarik. Top of the key to Bowman. Over down low now to Ducklow. Back to Stasic. Skip pass all the way around to Bowman for three. No good. Picked up by Lenz. And we got a foul. Lenz threw it over to Hajdukovic, and he got fouled by Tyler Bowman. So the ball's inbounded to Sikora. Gives it to Ensminger on the right side. Battle down low with Lenz and Ducklow. Over to Hajdukovic on the right. Takes a look. Doesn't know where to go. He puts it up for two, and he hits it. Nate Hajdukovic for two. 4-0. Colfax. Spring Valley brings the ball down. Mayer's got it. Over to Bednarik. Ball stolen by Colfax. Sikora all the way. No good, but followed by Ensminger. 6-0. Colfax. Full court press by Colfax. Skip down to Ducklow. Ducklow goes up, and he is blocked by Lenz. Colfax throws the ball away. Picked up by Bednarik. Out to Bowman for three. No good. But picked up by Spring Valley. Ball goes in to Ducklow, and he scores. 6-2. Colfax. If you're wanting to watch on YouTube, we'll have that up in a little bit. Over to Albright for three. No good. Picked up by Lenz. Throws it out to Sikora, and Colfax will reset. Takes it to the right side. Got a little trap, but hands it off to Ensminger. Ensminger hands it off to Hajdukovic at the top, which hands it off to Sikora on the right side. Lenz comes out and sets the screen for Sikora. Nothing. Sikora over to Lenz. Back to Hajdukovic at the top. He takes it to the left side. Looks inside to Lenz, and he scores. Good move there. Good pass by Hajdukovic. 8-2. 14 minutes left in the first half. Skip pass down low to Ducklow over to Charlie Mayer, and he scores. Sikora with the ball. Takes it across half court. Down low to Albright, and he loses it out of bounds. Jamison, Bauer, and Cade Stasic in for Spring Valley. Balls to Stasic. Ahead. Skip pass to Ducklow to Bowman, and he scores. 8-6, Colfax. Sikora with the ball up the right side. Double team, but found Lenz. Lenz bounces down low, and we got a foul. Foul's going to be on Bowman. Eight to 6. Ball comes into Lenz. Lenz to Ensminger. Top and inside to Stasic for two. 12-10. Spring Valley. Sikora with the ball. Gets the left side to Hajdukovic. Takes a look. And to Ensminger. Top of the key to Albright. Ensminger backs out. And if you want to go to YouTube, we are up.
Finally.
We got
Holy
it.
cow. And a layup and in by Governor Onsky. And the Vikings have it. Sikora brings it down. Gives it over to the left side. Jensen has it along the baseline. Sikora can't find the handle.
Travel.
And we have a traveling call being made against Ensminger. 14-10. Spring Valley on top. Vikings jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Well, you missed a little bit of basketball here on YouTube to get things started, but we got a full night of basketball for you, so we'll get you caught up. Vikings try to steal it. We're going to get a foul called.
On 4.
And that's Bryce Sikora. It's his second personal, fourth team foul, or check that, second team foul on the Vikings. Cardinals have the ball down in the right corner. That's Gavronsky. They get it back out high. Three-pointer goes up by Bauer. It's no good, and the rebound taken down by Albright. At the top of the key, feeds it over to the right side to Irwin. Takes it down to the right baseline, turns, gets it back out high to Sikora. Sikora over to Irwin on the right. Gets it back out high to Albright, then back over to Irwin. Irwin to the top of the key, goes to the left elbow, spins, gets it over to Albright. Albright dribbles down the right side and then gives it back to Irwin, who takes it out between the circles. Ball gets stolen and down the floor, laying it up and overlaying it was Bednarik. And the Vikings come away with it. Bednarik got a little too excited that time. Sikora with it. On the left side, takes it down toward the baseline. Shot gets partially blocked. We have a whistle and a foul on the rebound. And the foul's on Tristan Lenz. Third foul on the Vikings. So the Cardinals bring it down the floor. Bednarik on the dribble. On the left side, gets it over to Gavronsky. Then over to Bauer, back over to Bednarik on the right side. Back out high to Bauer, and a throw goes a little bit high and outside. Pass was intended for Gavronsky, but it was out of his reach. So the Vikings have it. Ensminger with it. Brings it down almost across the timeline. Now he crosses it. Tries to feed it over to the right side. It got tipped and out of bounds by the Cardinals, so it'll be Viking ball. Jack Charlo into the lineup for the Vikings. Giving Irwin a break. And there's a question at the scorer's table. And we'll see what they're going to figure out here. I wonder if they're missing Charlo on their scorebook. And I think that's what we're going to get, is a technical foul on the Vikings because Charlo wasn't entered on the scorebook. It's the only thing I can see it being.
Okay.
So Bednarik at the line shooting the technical. First shot is up, it's good. 16-10.
Never seen that one before.
And the second one is up. It's also good. That one, Coach Newell has to take that one on him. Because that's the coach's responsibility to make the scorebook, make sure it's correct. Now the scorer's table saying, yep, now we've got them. So the Cardinals have the ball. Bednarik gets it over to Stashik. That's Cade Stashik. Then to Gaboronsky, back out to Stashik. Over onto the right side to Bauer. Cross-court pass over to Bednarik on the left side. Tries the baseline. Out to Stashik. Over to Bauer. Back to Stashik. Stashik down to Bednarik. Tries to feed it underneath to Ducklow. His shot gets blocked. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Viking ball.
Yeah, good job by the Viking defense to collapse that and get the block.
16-10, Cardinals on top. The Vikings bring the ball across the timeline. Ensminger on the dribble. Takes it around between the circles over to the right side to Albright. Albright to Ensminger on the right. Still on the ball, gets knocked away by Ducklow. Down the floor he comes, goes up with it. It's no good.
Good.
Charlo with the rebound.
Yeah, good hands by
Ensminger.
Ensminger.
Ensminger out to Charlo. Tries to get it across. Ball was tipped. Here goes Ducklow down. He lays it up and he puts it in. Down the floor comes Albright. Gets it to Lenz. We're going to get a whistle and a blocking foul being called on Bauer. Into the lineup, Hajdukovic and Sikora coming in for Albright and Jensen. And we have a timeout on the floor being called by the Cardinals. 18-10, Cardinals on top with 7:46 to go. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN TV and Viking TV.
Are your animals feeling a little under the weather? Give the nice folks at Colfax Animal Hospital a call. Bruce Buckley is just what the doctor ordered. In fact, he is the doctor, and he's ready to help. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Give them a call at 715-962-3380.
If you have a high-deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
We're back here at Colfax High School. Cardinals from Spring Valley leading the Vikings 18-10. Charlo to inbound the ball for the Vikings. Feeds it over to Ensminger and it goes through his hands and out of bounds. Coming down the floor is Bednarik. He gets it over to Bauer. Back to Bednarik between the circles. Over to Gaboronsky. Then to Stashik down in the left corner. And it's no good. And down the floor goes Ensminger on the fly. Lays it up. It goes in and he draws the foul. Elijah Ensminger with the layup along the left baseline.
See how they get on the foul.
Foul is on Gaboronsky. It's his first personal, 6th team foul, which means after these free throws, Vikings will be in the bonus. Shot goes up, it's no good, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Lenz climbing over the back.
Yeah, that's a bad foul on Lenz.
Yep, he tried to do it with his arms rather than his feet. You've got to use your feet. Gaboronsky has it on the left side. Gets it out high. Ball gets knocked away by Charlo. Gets it to Ensminger. Down the floor goes Ensminger. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. He gets called for a travel. I think Ensminger thought he had caused the blocking foul, but I said, nope, that's called a travel. Bednarik with a shot from just outside the arc. Lenz with the rebound. Gets it over to Hajdukovic at the top of the key. Over to Sikora, to Lenz in the paint. Gets it back out to Ensminger, to Sikora, over to Hajdukovic. Hajdukovic into the lane, puts the shot up, in and out, no good, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
24.
That's on Bednarik. And that's his second. So Nate Hajdukovic to the line. First shot is up, it's good. Second shot on the way, in and out, no good. And we have a whistle and another foul on Lenz for going over the top.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. He's going to have to come out.
That's his third foul. Jensen comes in. And the Cardinals come down the floor. They're on the right side. Koistasic, but his pass gets intercepted by Ensminger, lays it up, it goes in. 18-15, Vikings coming back in this. Bednarik, high, wide, and right. Gets it down to Cade Stasic. Over to Koistasic. And then they get it to Ducklow on the left side down by the baseline, out to Coy. His shot is no good. Rebound taken down by Hajdukovic. Sikora with the ball. He's got it high, wide, and right. Takes it down the right side, hands it off to Charlo, who gets it to Hajdukovic. Spins, puts it up from the free throw line, no good. Rebound taken down by Meyer. They get it down the floor to Coy, then try to get it to Ducklow, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Good hands by Hajdukovic.
Gavoronsky coming in, replacing Bednarik. Pass comes into Koistasic. He tries to pass it, ball gets taken right out of his hands by Ensminger. Ensminger brings it through the backcourt and across the timeline. Top of the key, gets it to Hajdukovic, puts on the brakes. Gets it out high to Sikora. Sikora backs off between the circles. Gets it over to Hajdukovic, to Jensen on the edge of the paint. Gets it across court over to the left side to Ensminger to the free throw line. Puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Ducklow. They feed it over to Cade Stasic, but he got it stolen, and Ensminger lays it in. 18-17, Vikings trail by 1. Spring Valley to bring the ball down the floor. They get it down to the right corner. 2-point shot by Ducklow goes in. 20-17. Ball gets taken away from Sikora, and laying it up and in is Cade Stasic. Now Sikora quickly back down the floor. 22-17. 5-point lead for the Cardinals. Sikora drives down the edge of the paint, puts it up and in. Taking it down the right side of the paint, and up and in it went. Gavoronsky gets it over to Stasic, to Ducklow from the left corner, and that's a three-pointer from the left corner.
Connor Ducklow getting hot.
And we have a timeout being called by the Vikings. Timeout on the floor. It's the Cardinals 25, Vikings 19. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV and Viking TV.
Anderson Bridges, located in Colfax, Wisconsin, has been manufacturing prefabricated steel truss bridges since 1989. With hundreds of bridges supplied nationwide, we suspect you've crossed our path. It may have been on a pedestrian or bicycle bridge, or how about a snowmobile, ATV, or golf course bridge? Anderson Bridges is likely to have manufactured it. Founded in 1989, Anderson Bridges has been a family-owned company since its beginning and are proud to support the Colfax Vikings.
Back here at Colfax High School, Vikings trailing 25-19. They have the ball. And Dan, we were kind of looking at each other during that timeout, and sure enough, this game contains a lot of similarities to the game on Tuesday.
Yeah, Colfax has to keep up the intensity the whole game to stay in this one.
Sikora with it on the left side, takes it around to the top of the key, over to Hajdukovic on the right. Hajdukovic takes it to the top of the key, over to Ensminger on the left. Ensminger to the top of the key, slides over to the right, down towards the edge, and he puts it up and in.
Ensminger is getting hot. He's got 10.
Well, you and the scoreboard disagree. But
8.
That's not always unusual. All right, Cardinals have it over on the right side. Shot goes up. It's off the air, no good. Rebound taken down by Bowman. He puts it up, no good. Rebound taken down by Jensen. Feeds it out to Ensminger. Ensminger on the left side. Puts on the brakes. Comes around into the paint. Puts up a jump shot. It's no good. Ducklow gets the rebound. Gets it over to Gavronsky, who comes across the timeline. Gets it to Bowman on the left wing. Down to the left baseline. That's Charlie Meyer. Back out to Bowman. To Meyer, lays it up and in.
Yeah, Jensen's go ahead.
Meyer along the baseline. Got a step on Jensen, and that's how he scored it.
Yeah, Jensen thought he had help.
Hajdukovic has it on the left side. Takes it to the top of the key. Over to the left side now to Sikora. Sikora back over to Hajdukovic. Into the paint. Gets it underneath to Jensen. He lays it up and in. He faked a shot. Got the Cardinal off his feet. And then put the shot up and in. Cardinals with the ball on the left side. Gavronsky puts the shot up. It's no good. Hajdukovic with the rebound. Quickly gets it out to Sikora. Sikora high, wide, and right. Takes it just inside the arc. Puts up the jump shot. It's no good. Rebound taken down by the Cardinals. That was about a 15-footer that time by Sikora. Bowman with it. Cross-court pass over to Gavronsky. Three-pointer on the way. Rolls around and off. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Viking ball.
Colfax's intensity is there. They're going to be tired tonight, but that's what it's got to be.
You know, if you play hard, it's a good tired.
Right.
Charlo takes a seat. Swanson comes in.
This would mean
a lot. He looked a little tired. He's got to get his wind back after missing as much time as he did. Sikora with the ball on the dribble. Gets it out to Ensminger on the right side. He's on the wing. Takes it to the free throw line. Spins into the paint. Puts up the jump shot. No good. Rebound. Ensminger gets it back. Puts it up. No good. Jensen tips it out to Hajdukovic. Hajdukovic gets it over to Ensminger at the top of the key. Over to Sikora on the right side. Sikora down to Swanson along the baseline. Tries to take it into the paint. Kind of trips over the stripe on the floor. And we're going to get a jump ball call. Possession arrow going for the Vikings. Under a minute to go in the first half. Pass gets inbounded to Ensminger. He takes it around to the left side. To Sikora on the right. Sikora gets it down to the right corner to Hajdukovic, to Jensen in the lane. Out to Ensminger, three-pointer, no. Rebound chased down by Kate Stashik. Cross-court pass over to Bauer. Tries to throw it back to Stashik, but Stashik was already starting his cut and the ball's out of bounds. Just under 28 seconds remaining. Vikings have the ball. Sikora brings it across the line, gets it over to Ensminger, takes it between the circles, over to Hajdukovic on the left. Hajdukovic takes it over to the right to Sikora out the center circle to Ensminger on the left. He's high, wide, and left.
They're going to play for
out
one.
to the center circle.
5 seconds.
Puts up his shot. No good. Rebound. 2 seconds left. Long shot by Bauer off the top of the backboard. It's no good. Fielded out there, coming off there by the official Dan Peckel down there. And we've reached halftime with the score. The Spring Valley Cardinals 27, Vikings 23. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV and Viking TV.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Time now for Viking Halftime with this week's edition of Viking Profile and the Colfax High School Report. That's all coming up following this brief timeout.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
Time now for Viking Profile, where we take a closer look at one of the Colfax Viking players. And now, Viking Profile.
Today on Viking Profile, we're talking with Tristan Lenz. And Tristan, you're a senior here at Colfax?
Yes, I am.
Okay, now Tristan, we know that you play basketball, but are you involved in any other activities here at school?
Yes, I am. I played football this year, and then I'm planning on playing baseball for the spring.
Okay, that'll keep you busy. Yep. So when did you start playing basketball, and what kind of an experience have you had?
I started since we could start it, and I've had a great experience. I got great friends, and it's been fun to share the court with them. So
what's the most important thing that you've learned playing basketball?
Always bring your teammates up and build good team chemistry.
Okay, so when you're not playing basketball, or you're not here at school, what are some other things that keep you occupied?
I usually play my PS4 a lot at home.
Okay. All right. Rapid fire questions for you here. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Ooh, ice cream.
Favorite flavor?
Chocolate.
All right.
Just regular chocolate.
Sure. You can always go with chocolate. I mean, it goes with everything.
It's real.
All right. Favorite color and why?
Ooh, blue.
Any reason or?
No.
No
like reason. I just like it.
Okay.
It's a nice color.
Now, if you could have a superpower, what would that be and why?
Ooh, to fly. So I can see everything from being up there. So.
And from my perspective, you're up there already.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, if you have a superpower like flying, of course, you have to have a superhero name to go with it. So what's Tristan's superhero name?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No idea.
I have to get back to you on that.
All right. Favorite NBA team?
Ooh, Milwaukee Bucks for sure.
All right. And the favorite college team?
Wisconsin Badgers.
All right. We're talking with Tristan Lenz on Viking Profile. And Tristan, what are your plans for after high school?
I'm planning on going to CVTC to get an electrician degree.
Okay. Hey, how about a shout out to the family?
Yeah. I got my mom home, Amy. My dad's at home right now too, Denny. And yeah. Hi, guys.
Okay. And when people watch Viking games, where are they going to find Tristan on the floor?
Down in the paint. That's where I play.
You kind of rule the roost down there, right?
Yep. For sure.
Hey, we want to thank Tristan Lenz for joining us today on Viking Profile. Coming up next, more Viking Halftime.
You've been listening to Viking Profile. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that he's a good person. It's okay to make mistakes. As long as it's coming from love, it starts to work itself out.
Time now for the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School.
The Colfax Vikings athletics are starting to wrap up the winter sports season with one team already into WIAA tournament action. The Bloomer Colfax Raptors wrestling team competed in the WIAA regional tournament in Neillsville last Saturday, as the Grapplers were vying for the opportunity to wrestle at the sectionals in Amory. The Raptors had 4 wrestlers qualify for the sectionals. At 106 pounds, Aiden Anderson qualified by taking second place, as did Alex Poyer at 145 pounds. Luke Blanchard captured a regional championship at 152 pounds by defeating Neillsville Greenwood Loyal wrestler Keegan Anding 14-0. At 160 pounds, Bowen Rothbauer also secured a regional title by defeating Medford area wrestler Logan Kawa 7-1. The Raptors placed 4th in the team standings, with Neillsville Greenwood Loyal taking the top spot. The Viking boys basketball team picked up a win and 2 losses in their 3 games last week. On Monday, the 7th, the Vikings dropped a frustrating game to the Thorpe Cardinals 53-44. Then on Thursday, the boys bounced back to defeat the Boyceville Bulldogs 50-36. Finally on Saturday, the Vikings found themselves outsized as they lost to Osceola Chieftains 68-39. At the end of the week, those games left the Vikings with an overall record of 8 wins and 11 losses, 4-6 in the Dun St. Croix Conference. The Viking girls had 2 games last week, resulting in 2 Dun St. Croix Conference wins. On Tuesday, the girls defeated the Spring Valley Cardinals 80-38. And then on Friday, the Viking girls defeated the Elk Mound Mounders in a battle for first place in the conference 50-29. Those games leave the Vikings with an overall record of 20 wins and 2 losses and an 11-1 record in the Dun St. Croix Conference, and on the verge of capturing their 4th consecutive conference crown. With 2 more COVID makeup games this week proves to be another busy schedule for the Viking basketball teams, with 5 games total. On Monday, the Viking girls will travel to Elmwood to make up a game with the Elmwood Plum City Wolves that was postponed back on January 14th. Then on Thursday, the girls will host the same Elmwood Plum City Wolves as part 2 of a boys then girls doubleheader for their final regular season game of the 2021-2022 season. We are carrying both games live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. The Viking boys are scheduled for 3 games this week. On Tuesday, the boys will travel to Spring Valley to take on the Spring Valley Cardinals. Then on Thursday, the boys will host those same Spring Valley Cardinals in a makeup game which was originally scheduled for January 6th. This will be part of that boys-girls doubleheader. Finally, on Friday, the boys will travel to Elk Mound to take on the Elk Mound Mounders, and we are carrying all 3 of those games live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. On Saturday, Aiden Anderson, Alex Poyer, Luke Blanchard, and Bowen Rothbauer will represent the Bloomer Colfax Raptors when they compete at the WIAA Sectional Wrestling Tournament in Amory. Now, coming up next week, any Bloomer Colfax Raptors who qualify will travel to Madison for the WIAA State Tournament. The Viking boys basketball team will wrap up their regular season when they host the Elmwood Plum City Wolves on Thursday the 24th. We will carry that game live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. The Viking girls will be heading into WIAA regional play, and their seeding, which won't be announced until later this week, will determine when and where they will play their first regional game. The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV do not have the broadcast rights for the WIAA tournament games. However, Viking TV will carry any regional games in Colfax. Now, in other school news, parent-teacher conferences are Monday and Thursday of this week. Make sure to attend your child's parent-teacher conference. And that's what's happening at Colfax High School for the week of February 13th through the 19th.
You've been tuned to the Colfax High School Report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School. Stay tuned. Coming up next is more Viking halftime and then second half action.
And we're back here at Colfax High School getting ready to start the second half with the Spring Valley Cardinals leading the Vikings 27-23 in game one of our boys then girls doubleheader. So right after this game, folks, we're going to have to leave the air for a moment, get reset, and I promise it's going to be a lot smoother than the start of this game. and then we'll come back with the girls game against the Elmwood Plum City Wolves. That'll be their final game of the season, of the regular season. We got tournament play, and some of those games will be on Viking TV, any of them that are here in Colfax. Dan, who are the leading scorers from that first half?
Yeah, for Spring Valley, Connor Duckle leads the team with 11. And Elijah Ensminger for Colfax leads the team with 8.
And we have a pretty close game as the Cardinals getting ready to inbound the ball. 27-23. Vikings hanging with them. Ball comes into Bednarik. Then over to Coy Stashik on the right side. Feeds it into the lane, back out to Bednarik. Shot from the corner is no good. Stashik with the rebound, puts it up, it's no good. Rebound taken down by Albright. Gets it to Hajdukovic. Down the floor he comes on the right side. Gets it over to Ensminger. Ensminger looking, still looking, gets it out to Sikora. Sikora to Jensen at the top of the key. Gets it out to Albright. Albright puts the shot up, it's no good. Rebound taken down by Jensen, he puts it up, and it does not go. The fans around here wanted a foul called. And we have an offensive foul being called on Bednarik, and he turned an ankle in the process as well.
Yeah, I think he wanted to make a move, and like his ankle gave out or something, and took out Hajdukovic.
That's the third foul on Bednarik, something like that. Sikora with it across the timeline for the Vikings. Over to Ensminger on the right side. Back out to Sikora. Sikora between the circles, takes it down the right side of the lane. Stops, puts it up, it's in! 27-25.
Sikora's got 4.
Bowman with it. Gets it into the elbow. We have a whistle and a foul.
That's gonna be
that foul is going to be on Jensen.
His first.
Bednarik to inbound. Gets it over into the right corner to Stashik. Puts up the 3. It's no good. Jensen with the rebound. Gets it over to Ensminger on the left side. He's high, wide, and left. Takes it between the circles. Feeds it over to the right side. That's Sikora. High, wide, and right. Over to Ensminger on the right wing. Ensminger then down into the right corner to Albright. Back out high to Ensminger. Ensminger between the circles. Over to Sikora on the left. Feeds it to Jensen. Takes it into the paint. Puts it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in. And we're tied at 27.
Jensen's got 4.
And down the floor come the Cardinals. Stashik with it. Feeds it into the paint. And Charlie Meyer throws it away, trying to get it to Ducklow. Ducklow had already started his break for the along the baseline.
They're going to say that Jensen tipped it.
Okay. But either way, well, now they're having a discussion about it. I thought he threw it cleanly behind him. But,
yeah, the one ref did the tip signal.
And they're saying it was tipped. So it's going to be Cardinal ball. Bednarik to inbound. Gets it out to Bowman, high, wide, and right. Cross-court pass over to Bednarik on the left wing. Takes it down to the left baseline, drives, passes underneath to Bowman, who circles around, puts it up, and no good. Rebound taken down by the Vikings. Sikora with it, high, wide, and right. Takes it to the free throw line, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Hajdukovic, puts it back up, no good. Bednarik gets the rebound, gets it out to Bowman. He comes down the left side, his pass, it's saved inbounds. It's to Bednarik, over to Bowman on the left side. Back out to Bednarik. To Meyer, to Bowman from the left side, shot is no good. Ball gets tipped around, chased down by Ensminger. Ensminger coming down the lane. We're going to get a push being called against the Cardinals.
Be 23, I do believe.
That's going to be on Kate Stashik. Bauer coming into the lineup for the Cardinals for Charlie Meyer. Albright has it. Feeds it over to Ensminger. Lenz came in for Jensen also. Ensminger takes it into the paint. Ball got knocked loose and out of bounds. Evidently Ensminger's the last one who touched it though, because it'll be Cardinals ball.
Really?
Bednarik with it.
Surprised the Lens is in yet.
They get it out to Bednarik, who has one rattle around about every part of the rim before it fell through. 29-27, Cardinals up by 2. Sikora takes it down into the right corner, and they're going to call him with a carry. He thinks he kept his hand on top of it the whole time. And Coach Knoll is saying, hey, as long as his hand is on top, that's not a carry. And Coach Knoll's right. It's whether the official doesn't think the ball stayed on top the whole time.
Yeah, if the hand goes underneath.
Bednarik with it. Tries to feed it into the paint. Ball gets knocked out of bounds off a Lenz.
Good defense by Lenz.
So, Bednarik to inbound it. Gets it out to Cade Stashik. Tries one from the corner. He hit it. 3-pointer by Cade Stashik. 32-27, 5-point lead now for the Cardinals. 14-17 remaining. Sikora with it, takes it around to the right side, gets it to Hajdukovic. Hajdukovic at the top of the key. Over to Albright. Albright at the top of the key. And we're going to get a timeout call by the Vikings. Cardinals 32, Vikings 27. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN TV and Viking TV.
Are your pooch's proportions putting on pounds? Or is your kitty's constitution constantly complaining? Well, stop by and see the friendly folks at the Colfax Animal Hospital. Dr. Bruce Buckley and his staff will be happy to help you get your family friend back on the road to healthy living. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Call them at 715-962-3380.
If you have a high-deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Once again, we're back here at Colfax High School. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. Jeff Gust on the camera. And we're getting ready for the Vikings to inbound the ball. Trailing 32-27. Inbound pass gets batted out of bounds right again by Bowman. Vikings inbound it this time to Sikora. Brings it across the timeline. Double teamed and tries to get it to Lenz, and it's intercepted by Bowman to Ducklow. Tries to lay it up. It's no good. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Viking ball. So Hajdukovic to inbound to Sikora. He's being guarded in the backcourt by Bednarik. He takes it across the timeline. Ball gets taken away by Bednarik. Hitting it over to Bowman on the right side, into the paint, puts the shot up, and it goes in. Bounced around 3-4 times up there before it went down, but it did. 34-27, 7-point lead for Spring Valley. Sikora with it. Feeds it to Charlo. Gets it over to Hajdukovic. Hajdukovic on the right side, over to Albright on the left. Goes into the paint, puts the shot up. It's no good. Loose ball on the floor. Gets chased down into the corner by Ducklow to Bednarik, who's on the dribble. Gets it over to Bauer. Cross-court pass over to Bowman. Takes it into the paint. Ball got stuffed by Charlo. Bowman went up, and Charlo put it right back at him. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
Should be on 32.
It is. It's his third foul on the Cardinals. Hajdukovic with it. High, wide, and right. Gets it over to the left side to Albright. To Lenz in the left corner.
Charlotte's going to have to work hard.
Lenz tries to get it into the paint. Ball gets tipped around. We're going to get a whistle and a foul.
24.
So that foul is going to be on Bednarik.
That's his fourth.
That's his fourth foul. That's a big foul. And we have a substitution.
So we'll see if he comes out. He does.
And Coach Knoll goes, "What's going on?" Like, why'd you stop? Sikora to inbound the ball. Gets it into Lenz. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Bowman, and he goes and visits. He visits the ladies in the crowd. I didn't notice if he was writing down any phone numbers or anything.
The girls look pretty red right now.
All right, inbound pass to Sikora. Takes it over to the right side. Feeds it down underneath to Albright. Gets it back out to Sikora. Takes it into the right elbow. Puts up the shot. He hit it! 34-29, a 5-point game. To Bowman. Then into Stashik. And Stashik off the back of the iron. Got the shooter's roll and down it went. 36-29. Vikings have the ball. Sikora on the dribble. Gets it over to Lenz, takes it into the paint, turns, feeds it underneath. Shot goes up by Hajdukovic, no good. Ball's tipped around. Loose ball taken away by Spring Valley. Gavoronsky feeds it down onto the left wing. This is Cade Stashik. Stashik feeds it out to Bowman. Bowman to Gavoronsky on the right side. Takes it out high.
Colfax.
Over to the left side, left baseline jumper by Ducklow is no good. Sikora has the ball high, wide, and right for the Vikings. To Lenz at the free throw line. Feeds it over to Hajdukovic. Takes it down into the paint, lays it up and in.
Good move by Hajdukovic.
Long pass to Bowman. Thought about the three from the left wing. Cross-court pass. They got it to Gavoronsky in the right corner. Feeds it to the elbow, then into the paint to Ducklow. Lays it up and in.
Yeah, good ball movement by Spring Valley.
38-31. Sikora with it. Takes it across the timeline, and we're going to get a carry being called on Sikora. We have three people coming in for the Vikings.
Sikora is saying he got pushed. That's why he lost control of the ball.
Stashik, that's Cade, inbounding it to Gavoronsky. To Bauer, to the right elbow to Stashik, over to the right or to the left wing, three-pointer in by Bauer. 10-point lead now for the Cardinals. Sikora with it. He's out in the center circle. Double team there. And ball gets taken away, but we get a whistle and a foul. It's going to be a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of the Vikings. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor with the score. Cardinals 41, Vikings 31. You're tuned to Viking basketball. on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN TV, and Viking TV.
Simplify your life. Pleasant Valley Properties provides affordable housing and homes in communities in Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska. They have staff available to help you locate the home that best meets your needs and desires, as well as service staff that maintains the properties. Contact Pleasant Valley Properties at 715-226-6200. Call today and let them help you get into the home of your dreams. That's Pleasant Valley Properties, 301 Bremer Avenue in Colfax.
When you've checked that hayfield and find it's time to harvest, give a call to Aaron's Custom Baling. Aaron will provide you with 4x5 net-wrapped round bales. He can even give your bales that spruced up look with select custom netting if you'd like. Serving Western Wisconsin, that's Aaron's Custom Baling. Call 715-202-0118.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. Vikings to inbound the ball, trailing by 10 with 10-11 to go. Ball comes into Irwin. Gets it over to Sikora, who brings it across the timeline. Vikings have gone small right now. Ensminger out to Irwin, to Sikora, to Lenz in the paint, turns around, puts it up and in. That turnaround hook shot by Lenz went in. Cardinals feed it underneath, or cutting through the lane to Stashik, and he lays it in. 43-33. Sikora brings it down on the left side. He's high, wide, and left, gets it to Jensen between the circles. Over to the right side to Ensminger. Ensminger gets it out to Irwin, to Jensen in the left corner, back out to Ensminger. Ensminger still on the dribble. Takes it over to the right side to Sikora, gets it over to Jensen, to Irwin.
We're going to try to get it in the lens.
Swinging the ball around, Sikora has it now on the right side to Ensminger, cross-court pass over to Irwin. Takes it into the paint, turns, puts it up. It does not go. Jensen grabs a rebound and puts it up and in.
Jensen was 6 points.
Down the floor, Bowman has it in the left side. Gets it out to Govoronsky, then between the circles to Bauer. Over to Bowman on the left. Down to the baseline to Ducklow. Back out to Bauer, to Bowman, to Govoronsky, three-pointer on the way. He hit it from the right wing. 46-35, 11-point lead now for the Cardinals. Sikora with it. He's high, wide, and right. Feeds it to Jensen at the top of the key. Hands it off to Sikora. Gets it to Irwin. Irwin takes it back out high over to Ensminger. Ensminger into the paint, pulls up with a jumper. He hit it. Elijah Ensminger with the jump shot.
He's got 10.
And he steals the pass down the floor. Takes it down to the right side, gets it out to Sikora, puts up the shot, no good. Lenz with the rebound, triple team, gets it out to Irwin, puts up the three, no good. Rebound chased down by Sikora, puts up the shot, it's no good. Rebound tipped, it goes out of bounds, and it's last touch by the Vikings.
That was dangerous right there. Lenz is going over the back again, but he got all ball.
Hajdukovic coming in, giving Irwin a break. Also checking in is Charlo for Jensen. Bowman has it in the backcourt. Gets it over to Stashik. Takes it across the timeline. He's high, wide, and left. Still on the dribble, guarded by Sikora. To Bowman on the left wing. Bowman passes it in and gets it right back again by Stashik. Then down on the baseline to Ducklow. Shot goes up, it's no good. Hajdukovic with the rebound. He gets it over to Sikora. Sikora over to Hajdukovic. Feeds it over to Charlo. Charlo into the paint, gets it to Lenz. Lenz tries to go into the paint, and he gets all tied up.
See if they get Ducklow.
And that's the second foul on Ducklow. 5th foul on the Cardinals. Sikora with it. Gets it into Ensminger. Ensminger puts up a shot from the free throw line. It's no good. Bowman with the rebound. Gets it to Gavronsky. To Bauer on the right side. Into the lane to Stashik. He puts it up, and it goes in.
Stashik.
Yeah, the Vikings are holding them to one and done, but the one is going in.
Yeah, Colfax has come up with a little stop and a run.
Pass on the... They tried a little pick and roll action there and got it to Lenz. He handed it back to Ensminger, but they said Ensminger traveled with it as he came around the corner. So Gavronsky with it. Cardinals up by 11. They get it to Ducklow.
That's going to be Lenz back.
And they're going to get a foul on Tristan Lenz. This will be number 4 on him.
It is, or is it 5? No,
it's
4.
only number 4. Connor Ducklow at the line, 6'4" senior. First shot's up and good. That's 14 for him tonight. Vikings held him to 10 on Tuesday, and now he's got 15. 50-37, a 13-point game. Vikings have it. High, wide, and left with Ensminger on the dribble. Takes it to the top of the key. Gets it over to Hajdukovic. Hajdukovic brings it back around to the left side to Sikora. Feeds it underneath to Charlo, who lays it up and in.
See if that'll give Colfax a little spark.
Gavronsky at the top of the key. Gets it over to the right side to Bauer. Back out to Stashik. Stashik feeds it over to Bauer. Puts up the 3. It's no good. Gavronsky with the rebound. Bowman has it. Now he takes it to the paint. Puts it up. No good. Rebound tipped around. Loose ball. And Ducklow has it. They get it out to Bauer. 3-pointer. He hit it. Jamison Bauer. Hajdukovic has it. Gets it over to Charlo. Then to Sikora. Sikora on the left wing. Now he takes it out high to the top of the key. Gets it over to Ensminger. Ensminger coming around to the left side. Ball got tipped away by Bowman. Down the floor comes Bowman. Tries to feed it across the baseline. We're going to get a whistle. Out of bounds, I believe is all they're calling. Ensminger's going, where's the foul?
He tried to slide and then take the charge, but just a little late. Lenz is going to get a break.
So the Vikings inbound the ball. Ensminger brings it down the floor. 4:50 to go in the game. Feed it over to the right side. Then down underneath to Jensen. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Viking ball.
Yeah, Colfax says just keep working it inside to Charlo or Lenz.
And we have a timeout on the floor. The score, Cardinals 53, Vikings 39. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN TV, and Viking TV.
Join us at the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV for exciting Colfax High School boys basketball.
This is what we came in for!
Our next game will be on Friday, February 18th when the Vikings travel to Elk Mound to take on the Elk Mound Mounters. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN TV begins with Viking pregame at 6:55 p.m. That's live Colfax Viking boys basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV on Friday, February 18th.
Back here at Colfax High School, Vikings trailing by 14, 53-39. 4:43 to go. Charlo to inbound, looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it to Hajdukovic coming down the lane, puts it up no good. Jensen gets the rebound, puts it up. We have a whistle and a foul. Jensen's going to go to the line for 2, and the foul's on Ducklow. That's 3 on him.
These are crucial free throws for Colfax.
Nick Jensen at the line. First shot on the way. It's good. Boy, it tried really hard not to go in. Second shot on the way. It rattles in.
Jensen's got it.
53-41. Cardinals have it. To the left elbow. Stashik back out to Bowman. Over to Bauer, and then over to Gavronsky. Back out to Bauer. To Bowman, to Stashik. At the elbow. Cross-court pass to Gavronsky. Out to the top of the key. Then over to Bowman. To Ducklow on the left baseline, and he threw it away. Nope, they're saying the Vikings touched it. Inbound pass to Bauer, to Stashik, then out to Gavronsky between the circles. Over to Bowman on the left side. Down to Ducklow in the left corner. Back out to Bowman, high, wide, and left. To Bauer, to Bowman. Bowman takes it inside the arc.
This is
Cardinals running clock right now.
This is going to be something crucial. Colfax has only 2 fouls. They got to give 6 or 4 more yet to get into bonus. If I was coaching, I'd make sure we get a couple fouls in here pretty quick. But of course I'm not.
Ducklow tries to put it up, and a shot gets blocked. And it was blocked by Charlo. Vikings bring it down the floor. Sikora with it. Gets it over to Ensminger. Puts up the jumper. It rattles home. Vikings cut it to 10. 3.5 minutes to go. Stashik over to Bowman. This is to Bednarik. Shot goes up, it's no good. Rebound chased down by Ensminger, and we're going to get a foul. I think they got Bednarik.
Yeah, I do too.
And it is, and I think that's 5 on him.
It is.
So Bednarik is going to check out with 4 points. His value to their team is not just in scoring. He's a good ball handler and a scrapper on defense.
He ends up with 5, 6.
Ensminger's shot is up, no good. Rebound taken down by the Cardinals. Cardinals have it, top of the key, and ball gets tipped out of bounds.
I think we got a foul.
Well, it was tipped out of bounds, too.
Oh, right.
Foul is going to be on Hajdukovic. It's only his first.
Yeah, and that's a good foul, if there's such a thing.
Cardinals have it. This is Bauer over to Bowman, back to Bauer. On the right side to Stashik. Feeds it into the paint to Ducklow, who lays it up and in. Down the floor comes Sikora on the dribble. 2.5 minutes to go. Charlo takes it into the paint, and he got fouled while going up. Foul's going to be on Bauer.
Be his 3rd.
First shot is on the way. It's no good. Charlo getting a little cramping action, it looks like. He's reaching down by his calf. Got that shot to go up and in. Actually, he just needs to keep moving right now. It's when he stops that it's going to cramp up on him. Cardinals come across the timeline with Stashik on the dribble. On the left side, gets it down to the left corner to Bowman. Feeds it out high to Stashik.
Colfax says, think about fouling.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go. Bowman with it. To Ducklow, puts a shot up. It's no good, but does draw the foul. It's not exactly the guy you want to foul either.
No. Who's that on? That was going to be in Jensen. I don't know.
First shot is up. It's good. I think you're right. I think the foul was on Jensen. Scoring table's asking again. They want to know. Now they know. Oh, it's on Ensminger.
Okay.
It was Ensminger's first foul. Sorry, Nick, for blaming you for that. Second shot by Ducklow is up and good. Vikings bring the ball down the floor, and we're going to get a foul called. That's going to be on Gavronsky. For the block, it's going to send Sikora to the line. That's what that'll drive the Spring Valley coach up a tree. Well, unless the Vikings start making them. Bowman won the dribble. Gets it across the timeline to Gavronsky, back to Bowman between the circles. Now we get a whistle and a foul on Hajdukovic.
Still got a couple to give.
Bowman gets it in to Ducklow, back to Bowman, back to Ducklow. He's high, wide, and right. Gets it to Bauer. Over to Bowman on the right side. Spins. They're saying the Vikings tipped the ball. That's why it's in the backcourt. Cardinals get it down into the right corner. Gavronsky back out to Stashik.
Yeah,
over
Colfax.
to Bauer. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Hajdukovic. That'll be his third. Sixth foul. Which means that from this point on, they'll be in the bonus. And that's what the Vikings were hoping to do. Bowman all by himself, and he slams it in. He made a move, got open, and nobody was anywhere around to contest it. Sikora with it. Gets it out to Ensminger. Back to Sikora on the right side. Feeds it underneath to Charlo. Lays it up. It didn't go in. Ball gets tipped around. Charlo gets it back, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
I think it's going to be a number 2.
I think it's on 23 Stashik.
Oh.
And it is. 23 on 23 is what that was. Charlo at the line. First shot's good. By the way, that was the second foul on Stashik. Second shot on the way. It's also good. And we have a timeout on the floor. With the score, the Cardinals 59, Vikings 46. We're under a minute to go. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network, NLWN TV, and Viking TV.
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. Our first game of the season will be on May 1st when the Cavaliers travel to Jim Falls to take on the Jim Falls Sturgeons. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 12:10 p.m. That's live Cavalier baseball on Sunday, May 1st on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm going to get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Back here at Colfax High School, Vikings trail by 13. Cardinals have the ball under a minute to go. They get the ball in to Ducklow, back to Govoronski in the backcourt, and Hajdukovic reaches in to try to get the ball. More importantly, he got the foul, which stopped the clock.
Yeah, Colfax should get in one of the guys like Irwin or somebody who can foul. Kind of want to keep Hajdukovic in this.
That's his fourth. Shot goes up and in. 60-46. Spring Valley, a pretty good free throw shooting team. Next shot is up and good. 61-46. Vikings down the floor. They get it over to Hajdukovic. Puts up a jumper. It's off, but Jensen puts it up and in.
Got to foul quick.
61-48. Stashik gets it to Bowman.
We don't want Hajdukovic to foul. Somebody's got to jump
Out
out.
to Govoronski. About 20 seconds remaining.
And they'll back off.
They're just going to let the clock run. 13 seconds. Cardinals know they've come away with a victory, 61-48. And that's going to be our final score, 61-48. And we're going to have a very abbreviated form of Viking postgame right after this timeout. You're tuned to Viking basketball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV and Viking TV.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for Colfax Viking Boys Basketball. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Viking Post Game, where we'll take a look back at today's Viking game.
Time now for Viking postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Viking boys game. And now, Viking postgame.
And we're back here at Colfax High School. Jeff needs to press a button over there, I think. Maybe. But anyway, Vikings come out short. And we're waiting for Jeff's button to get pressed. There we go. I fixed it at this end. We'll Anyway, Dan, Vikings played a better game, but Spring Valley was just too much tonight.
Yeah, you got to be picture perfect when you play Spring Valley. And, Colfax had some turnovers in the first half. They fought hard. And, there's always that point in the game where it just looks dangerous. About 10 minutes left in the game, and Spring Valley just got that look. They got some easy shots inside, and it was all over after that.
And so here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to take and shut things down here for just a couple minutes to get things reset for our second game tonight, which is the Viking girls against Elmwood Plum City, and then we'll be back. So don't go too far away. Those of you watching on YouTube, you may have to tune out and tune back in, but do what you need to. We'll be back on with more Viking basketball coming up. Right after this, you've been tuned to Viking Postgame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
You've been listening to Viking Postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Viking boys game. You can catch Colfax Vikings games by tuning in to any of the Northern Light Webcasting Network outlets. This has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.